What is up, everybody? It is Weather Authority Kid Meteorologist. No time. Whatever. Let's get straight into this. Tornado warning for Illinois, Kentucky, and Missouri. Tornado radar indicated rotation. That might. I'm gonna say the rotation's probably like right here where my mouse is, and this is definitely just straight line winds. That might just be straight line winds, for the Champaign and Vermont. But still, stay in your safe place. Stay in your safe place. What's up, Valdo Lopez? 6956 up. See you tomorrow at school. I'm be up all night. We do have some rotation. Very, very broad rotation though. So that's good. For the Illinois, I want to say Illinois, Kentucky. Yeah, Illinois, Kentucky, and Missouri all has a very broad rotation. Kentucky and Missouri also has very broad rotation that is mainly just straight line winds. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. That has a very, very broad rotation, but that can ramp up easily. Louisiana, tornado possible. That has some very strong rotation as well. Whenever the red and green mix, that's like, that is the rotation signature. Severe thunderstorm warning for Louisiana as well. Severe thunderstorm warning for Mississippi and Tennessee. That is in DeSoto, Mississippi, and Shelby, Tennessee. So hail 1 inch, and the wind is 60 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation. That's set to expire in 12 minutes. The only tiny area of rotation is probably going to be like right here. Remember, these storms out here in Mississippi. This, I'm going to go on reflectivity to show you all this, and I'm going to read that mesoscale discussion. This area right here, I'm going to draw it so y'all can see it. That is not the main area. This right here in the blue circle is not the main area. And the reason I say that is because these storms right here are not severe. These storms out here, though, from Greenville, Mississippi, Cleveland, Clarksdale, Hernando, Memphis, Mennington, Dalesburg. These storms out here in this giant circle, it's not perfect, but whatever. Those are the strong to severe storms. And those are the storms that if we have a tornado warning, that is going to produce a brief but strong tornado. The reason I say that is because this is what we call a situation with high cape, low, how do I say this? Low cape, no, high, oh my gosh, high cape, low shear, I think, something like that. Don't quote me on that, though. Severe thunderstorm warning continues. I didn't even get all the way through it. Texas, Illinois, Arkansas, and Louisiana. I'm only looking at the tornado possible ones, so I'm actually going to look at this one for Illinois, Kentucky, and Missouri that have that tornado warning already on it. Yeah, it does have some broad at best. It does have some very broad rotation, but it's mostly just straight line winds, in my opinion. I'm not a full-fledged meteorologist. I am a high school student who is very, very addicted to the weather. Straight line winds. So if you're in Buckley, Cecina Park, Gilman, and Danforth, you do have a straight line winds currently, damaging straight line winds. And that's actually probably, I'm gonna go in the 60 mile per hour range. So just stay inside. I'm only doing the severe thunderstorm warning from Mississippi, Monroe, and Sunflower counties. This previously issued a tornado warning down in Arkansas, but I cannot get a good radar reading on it because we're using Little Rock's radar, and the delta of Mississippi is very, very hard to get good, clear radar data on it. But that is going to expire in 38 minutes. Tornado possible in Illinois. That has some rotation right here. That is straight line winds probably, and that is probably going to be, that could produce actually, because that's not that broad. That's actually pretty intense. So Newman, you do have a severe weather risk, and that is, that could potentially produce that tornado. Excuse me, we're having technical difficulties. Okay, and we are back. My bad. My brother's annoying. Tornado possible Arkansas and Tennessee. That definitely has some rotation. The main corridor for rotation, I'm probably going to say, is right in that corridor right there. Why is it not trolling? Right in that corridor right there. So if you're in Memphis, I would get in that safe place or be at least steps from that safe place. If you're in Louisiana, Chandler, okay. Tornado possible. I don't think it's gonna rotate though. Okay. It's weird. What the heck? Alright. Charleston, Kentucky, Fulton, Kentucky, Hickman, Kentucky, Mississippi, Missouri, and New Meridian, Mississippi. I mean, not New Meridian, Mississippi, New Meridian, Missouri. My bad, y'all. Still has that tornado warning. This is they issued this because of straight line winds. And you can tell those straight line winds are right. Hang on, I'm trying to get that drawing. So that is straight line winds. Hopefully that just stays as straight line winds. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for. Actually, why am I covering the severe? Well, though, I gotta cover everything. I cover the entire continental United States. Alright, Illinois and Kentucky. Let's look at this one. Definitely some stronger rotation. Stronger, signs of rotation. Let's hope that stays fairly weak. So yes, I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. Illinois, Franklin, and William. That's gonna be able. Oh wait, that is some strong rotation. That is some. Alright, we're gonna get the drawing tool and just because we don't want that red and green mixing, so we're gonna see if that matches up with reflectivity. I mean, it kind of does. Not really, though. Yeah, that really does not line up at all. I think that might just be, I don't want to say straight line winds, but that's probably the main threat for this week. We are going to look at the SPC outlook. Day one convective outlooks. You enhance risk for categories tornado. 10% tornado risk with that significant one risk, which means that's probably the hatched area. Wind, 45% with a significant risk area, so that's not good. Hail's not the primary threat at all. The reason I'm saying that is because if you are worried about roof damage, the most likely roof damage you're gonna have is some straight line winds and some shingles blowing off if you get a brief tornado. And the tornadoes could be up to EF2 plus. Reason I'm saying that is because it's true. Hate saying that, but it's the truth. We are gonna look at the discussion that expires in about 18 minutes. That is for Louis. They already issued that watch, so that's actually wonderful. Yay. I don't want that one. Where's it? Let's do this one. The cellular mitosis.
Severe thunderstorm warning as it moves in. Have a minute looking at that before I'm going to kind of check this very wobbly line up here that does include Tippah County, Alcorn County, and parts of Benton County under severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 8:30 p.m. for strong damaging winds potentially out of this line. Stretches from strong damaging winds potentially out of this line. Greenville, though, has a top of about 50,000. But that tells us that these storms have strengthened a bit more. So, yeah, could potentially be kicking some of those stronger wind gusts down closer to the surface up here, near Ripley and locations eastward. So you can see times there on your screen as it continues to move eastward. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning for your locations. And so not a bad idea to maybe snap a shot and send it to folks there ahead. They're picking some damage. At least they're looking at location. Yeah, the shear. This one spot through that area to outstrong that there. Gabe Bainer is out in these storms this evening. Gabe, where are you at 7:44 p.m.?
Well, currently in the East Union area, tracking a little bit more towards the north, that is where the severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. And there is a ton of lightning, very electric storm up there. And those lightning strikes have just become more and more frequent, meaning this storm is still maturing. And that is why the folks over there at the National Weather Service have put out that severe thunderstorm warning. Now, I will say, been watching it, that's the more significant part, but that line does carry over a little bit south of here, just basically going right across that Union County edge. And lightning, plentiful. And that's an understatement when we're talking about these storms. Expect that to continue, but that's definitely our focal point is up there towards the north. And being in Union County, we're getting that southerly wind still building back some of that moisture, and you can feel that unstable air still around. So